Right. Now, what is actually going to be going on? We've got loads of things planned for you. Panel discussions, presentations, touring of the facilities, even a musical concert later for those of you who will come. But beyond that, we also have a phenomenal agenda. Before we start and before we dive into it, I would really like to welcome everyone here, namely, and he'll be speaking first, but it's worth mentioning the man without whom none of us would be here, Professor Vladimír Mařík, who's the Scientific Director of CIIRC CTU and the RICAIP Project Principal Investigator, Professor Tomáš Svoboda, the new Vice-Rector for Strategy at CTU, Professor Wolfgang Wahlster, the Chief Executive, the CEO of DFKI, and also the father of Industry 4.0, which is a phenomenal title to have. Professor Radimír Vrba, the Director of CEITEC from Brno, Christoph Speicher, the Group Leader at ZeMA, Lukáš Kačena, the Government Envoy for AI, Ministry of Industry and Trade. I would also like to invite someone who will be speaking later at a keynote conference, Professor Antonio Kruger, who's the CEO and Scientific Director at DFKI, all the way from Germany. Thank you for coming to see us. And also, I'd like to extend a warm welcome and thanks for coming to the Chief Director of the Ministry of Industry and Trade, Martin Schwolba, and also our colleagues and dear friends from the German Embassy, Philip Rambosek and Martin Schmidt. It is an absolute honor to have you here, and glad you made it safely on your bicycle, I was told. So this is great. Ladies and gentlemen, enough from me. Let's go back to the man I named first on this list, and that is Professor Vladimír Mařík, the Scientific Director at CIIRC CTU, to give us a few words about RICAIP. Thank you very much, and round of applause. Thank you.
So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'll try to welcome you and to summarize what we have achieved and what's the position of our institute after the RICAIP period, which is the most important period of development of our institute. Czech Institute for Informatics, Robotics and Cybernetics is the youngest research institute of the Czech Technical University, was established in 2013. And as a matter of fact, we have started from the scratch. Today, we have got more than 235 researchers, plus some supporting staff. And as a matter of fact, we concentrate our efforts to everything what's connected with AI, especially AI for manufacturing, industrial AI, and RICAIP played a very important role in the development of the institute. As a matter of fact, we have started cooperation with DFKI in 2016 when Angela Merkel visited us. At that time, it was under construction, this building. We continued in 2017. It was pre-RICAIP project, such a period where we tested whether we are able to cooperate. The European Union wanted to know this. And as a matter of fact, 6 years ago, that means in August 2019, we have started with the RICAIP project. That's, as a matter of fact, my AI research areas. I would like to mention here that we are mainly active in AI and reasoning, multi-agent system, visual localization, computer vision, and so on. So these are the areas of our research. And since the very beginning, we are trying to link research excellence with advanced infrastructure and technology transfer in all three pillars. RICAIP played important and, let's say, decisive role. RICAIP Project Research and Innovation Center on Advanced Industrial Production was funded by 48 million euros. That's quite a nice sum. And as a matter of fact, we converted this amount of money into equipment of our testbed, in funding the people, and in establishing international cooperation. And we are focused at bridging cutting-edge research and industry applications to develop innovative solutions for advanced distributed manufacturing. There are 4 founding members of the project, namely DFKI in Germany, ZeMA in Germany, Saarbrücken, CIIRC, Czech Technical University, and CEITEC of the Brno University of Technology. 3 years ago, 2 additional partners, associate partners, joined the consortium, namely Fraunhofer IWU Institute from Dresden and the Technical University in Ostrava. And that was a very important enhancement of the consortium. Let's continue. Yeah, you can see. In RICAIP, we have focused our attention to specific areas of industrial AI, focused at production and assembly processes, industrial planning and automation, energy management, human-machine collaboration, and AI and robotics for production. Besides RICAIP testbed, beyond the testbed, there were a couple of teams developed to support the activities of RICAIP testbed and to support the activities of CIIRC, Robotic and Computer Vision Center, Mobile Robotics Lab, Autonomous Systems Lab, Smart Home and Assistive Technology, and also labs, joint labs with industry, with Škoda Auto, joint research labs with Eaton Company, with Rockwell Automation, and strategy for joint research labs seems to be very efficient. As a matter of fact, RICAIP played the role of the backbone of the CIIRC's development, and we have started a couple of years ago to build a whole AI ecosystem around RICAIP. And what was brought by RICAIP is infrastructure, excellent testbed. You will see it not only here, but also you can visit testbed in Brno. You can see some part of the testbeds in Saarbrücken and later on in Ostrava. So infrastructure, which is very important for the research in manufacturing. We were able to build a research capacity. As a matter of fact, we found that more than 150 people participated as researchers, as young researchers, PhD students in the project in the last 6 years. Then it helped us to build very efficient vehicles for know-how transfer to industry, especially National Center for Industry 4.0, European Digital Innovation Hub, and we are very important partners of large European project AI Matters. It helped us to play the leading role in the Czech AI community in the field of AI for manufacturing and in AI in general. And we were also, as a matter of fact, we played the role of partners in international consortia, international partnership. So RICAIP has brought us into European research community as a very reliable and useful partner. So you can see we are fully aligned with the European ecosystem of excellence in AI in robotics. We have started with RICAIP, continue with participation in 4 of 6 European centers of excellence, virtual centers of excellence in AI and robotics, and we continue also in the know-how transfer activities, AI Matters, European Digital Innovation Hub, and we are very important and respected partners for CIIRC as European organization of AI labs and ADRA. So we have already our own position, and we think strong position in European ecosystem, and I think DFKI played very important role in introducing us into these circles and to bringing us into international cooperation. We have acquired a lot of long-term industrial partners because to make research in manufacturing without having support and without invoking interest by large companies has no sense. So I would like to mention that Škoda Auto, Siemens are our strong partners, as well as T-Mobile. We did a lot of work together with Airbus, with Bosch, with Eaton, Rockwell, SIA, and others. So you can see just part of the partners which are reliable long-term partners of our institution. And thanks to RICAIP. We support local SMEs. That's very important to support also local Czech industries through European Digital Innovation Hub, and through AI Matters, which is part of European Testing and Experimentation Facilities organization. As a matter of fact, we thank also to Ministry of Industry, which supports us in these initiatives. Without Czech support, you cannot participate in these initiatives. Czech Note brings together also Czech Technical University with CEITEC in Brno and Technical University in Ostrava. We try to be integrated all the time with the remaining technical universities in the country. Now we are in the situation that RICAIP is ending. What will follow? For instance, I have to declare here that there are 3 large projects which we were already successful in applications. That's RoboProx since 2023, which is funded through Ministry of Education, and that's operational program Jan Amos Komenský. Again, you can see we integrated efforts of Czech Technical University, Brno Technical University, Technical University in Ostrava, and University in Pilsen, playing integrative role in production logistics, planning, research, flexible deployment of robots, safe human-robot collaboration, and so on. So RoboProx is one of the new pillars. Since May of this year, we have started a new project called CHAI, Czech AI Factory, which is coordinated by Technical University in Ostrava, is funded by 40 million euros. It's a part of Euro HPC joint undertaking, and that's very important for us that we can continue in developing solutions for small and medium companies in the country using high-performance computing located in Ostrava. And we will serve and provide services in the field of industry, healthcare, energy, public administration, cybersecurity, and the mobility of the future. So that's second pillar. And third pillar is National Center for Artificial Intelligence, awarded recently. We will start it in a couple of days. And that's funded by Technology Agency of the Czech Republic. 36 partners are in, and 6 technical universities again are involved. 20 million euros for 5-6 years is quite important. Funding, so 3 long-term projects, pillars of existence of the institute in the field of AI for manufacturing are here. So what's current position? CIIRC has been evaluated last autumn by international evaluation panel appointed by ministry, and the result was written in one sentence: excellent research institute, a display window of the Czech Technical University. That's conclusion of the international evaluation panel, and I think we have to say that substantial contribution of RICAIP was visible during the evaluation process. But we don't want to be just a display window. We would like to serve the community. So our strategic goals to keep the position and strengthen position as a premier research and experimental center for intelligent manufacturing. We would like to enhance position of CIIRC as a leading European AI research center in industrial AI, and support economic and societal transformation in the Czechia and Europe via AI applications and via infrastructure which is available. What's the future? In a couple of days, we will establish a RICAIP Center Association, in which enters DFKI, Czech Technical University, Technical University of Brno, and Prague AI as association, non-profit association supporting education and education of young generation of AI researchers and AI users. So this will promote RICAIP results, RICAIP facility, RICAIP ideas in the future to keep the idea running. We applied for a large research infrastructure. That's a program of Ministry of Education, and we declared our center as AI connected with real physical world. And we hope that we will be successful in the evaluation process. Finally, after such infrastructure is here, it's international infrastructure, we would like to be included into the EU research roadmap. We expect program Strate, which should bring around 20 AI chairs to the Czech Republic. So we hope that together with Faculty of Electrical Engineering, with other parts of Czech Technical University, we will get at least 6-8 positions, AI chairs, which will enhance fundamental research. And we are also deeply engaged in AI Gigafactory under preparation, despite the fact that there are problems with funding in European space. There will be definitely problems to find appropriate money in the Czech Republic. We have to convince the government, in the case we are successful in European battlefield, to co-fund it. Last slide, big thank. I would like to thank mainly to Professor Wolfgang Wahlster, who is with us with the Industry 4.0 ideas, RICAIP ideas, AQAMA ideas, and so on, for all the period of 10 years since 2016, and he significantly and in the most important way supported and contributed to the success of RICAIP. So thank you very much, Professor Wahlster. I would like also to thank Dr. Tilman Becker, who is director of RICAIP Center, who spent with us 6 years in managing the center, and he has brought a lot of international experience and professional management. And I would like also to thank for support of this idea to heads of the participating bodies, Professor Antonio Krieger, who is here and who will participate in this event, Professor Radimír Vrba, director from CEITEC, Technical University in Brno, Professor Rainer Miller, who was since the very beginning engaged and was very proactive in RICAIP, and Dr. Ondřej Valek, director of CIIRC. I would like to thank to research team and project administration teams. I'm not talking about one team, despite they created one team distributed in many places, similarly as we did distributed manufacturing, they did distributed administrative work, Prague, Brno, but also in Saarbrücken, ZeMA and DFKI, and they are used to cooperate tightly together, are very efficient. I would like to mention some of them. Eva Doležalová, financial matters were done by, yeah, I'm getting older. Yeah, Petra Mikešová, Petr Šamánek, Vít Dočkal, who was one of the initiators, and other persons in these institutions. And last but very important thanks belongs to Minister Karel Havlíček, who was instrumental in establishing the RICAIP project. 7 years ago, he helped us to win the project in EU, and especially to find funding and support, organizational support at the Czech Technical University. I am very happy that I can show him, not today because he's busy, but one day in the forthcoming days, what was achieved in the project he supported since the very beginning. So thanks belongs also to him. Thank you very much for attention and for participation in this event. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And a huge thanks to you as well for being the driving force behind all this. I have more news for you, literal news. By the way, I won't come up here every time with a gimmick, but right now we've got a newspaper that came all the way from Brno. Thank you very much for bringing it across. Again, you can pick it up along with the coffee and sweets, but that's for after. Moving swiftly on, a lot of what Professor Mařík has mentioned here requires a lot of strategy, proactive strategy, business development, and thinking many, many years in advance. And we are so, so lucky to have the new Vice-Rector for Strategy, Professor Tomáš Svoboda at CTU, who's going to tell us a few words about what his devilish plans are for the upcoming years. Please come and join us on stage. Thank you so much.
Okay, good morning. So please allow me to be a little bit personal. I'm a researcher in robotics. Well, I have been, maybe it's a better word. I did also computer vision when I was much younger. And I've been recently appointed as the Vice-Rector for strategy. And I think that these two areas of my personal interests have married nicely within this project in the recent years. So please let me a bit elaborate on that. So robotics, although I like more the robots that move themselves autonomously in the harsh terrain, I also love the robots with the arms, and most importantly, I like when the robots help people, help society. And, within this project, new methods have been developed. Robots act autonomously, or at least semi-autonomously. They collaborate, they share experience. The experience is transferred to another robots. I mean, what a robotic researcher could wish more in this aspect. So thank you for the development in this. In strategy, two things I picked up, and I suppose you also know the first one. I mean, the project may be over, but the project invested a lot into building collaborative environment in terms of methods, and most importantly, with people. And this is something what will endure, and what will be the future. So we have something to build on. And I think this is a good strategy. So thank you again for that. And as a university professor, as a professor at the research university, I also like very much that the project have helped to establish several tenured research positions in robotics, artificial intelligence in the related area. And this is an example of a good strategy too. So thanks again for this example of a good strategy. So, I mean, I've been appointed recently, so I'm quite lucky that I came to something which Project RICAIP built, also partly for me, for CTU, or exactly. So there is something to build on. Thank you for that. And I have nothing more to say except that please enjoy this event at the Czech Tech University in Prague, and please feel welcomed here.
Thank you so much, Tomáš Svoboda, and welcome to your new role. We wish you all the best in it, but you don't need luck. You make your own luck. Ladies and gentlemen, another really key, important thing, and you can see it by the flags here, but it is about the relationship of Czech Republic and Germany. It is about the fantastic things that have come out of this relationship. And the name of this man has resonated here already, but this man is the father of Industry 4.0. Just a very, very quick history lesson. The first revolution, mechanization, steam engine. Yep. And we've got the second revolution, that's the mass production in electricity. We've got the third revolution, which is electronic and IT systems. And now we've got the cyber physical systems that surround us. And this man has found a way to integrate them all and build fantastic projects while he's at it. It is Professor Wolfgang Wahlster from DFKI and the Chief Executive Advisor. Please come and join us on stage. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Dear Vladimir, dear friends and colleagues, after I introduced the basic concept of Industry 4.0 for the first time, to the world leaders at that moment in manufacturing during the opening ceremony of the 2011 Hanover Fair, big event. The vision quickly took shape with the realization of the first smart factories in Germany and the support, I must say, of our Chancellor Merkel. Actually, Merkel, she told us we should have a good title for AI-based manufacturing. And it was at Christmas time before the Hanover Fair where I came up with this idea that we use this acronym 4.0, which is, very useful in software release management, so that people who lead in the industry is clear, but 4.0, this is not just the history, but it also indicates that the computer science, that IT, of course, AI plays an important role here. It was clear from the beginning, at least to me, that international cooperation was really essential for long-term success of this new wave of research. And we quickly chose the Czech Republic as our first international partner. We looked all over Europe and we found that Czech Republic is the right place. Why? Because outstanding mechanical engineering experience here, very good manufacturing industries, and its excellent AI technology, especially Professor Mařík. At that time, he was already famous for his work in agent technology, and of course, here the university in general in robotics research. Professor Mařík, whom I have known and held in high regard for many years, then became the driving force behind Industry 4.0 here in the Czech Republic. The European Union's teaming funding program under Horizon Europe presented an opportunity for CIIRC in Prague and DFKI in Saarbrücken to set up a knowledge transfer platform for Industry 4.0. Quickly, this term, Industry 4.0, was something which was introduced into the international vocabulary very soon. So things everybody knows in the United States, but also in Japan and China, kindergarten, blitzkrieg, not so good, Autobahn, and so on. These are German terms which are usually used. And this is also with Industry 4.0. When you come to China, for instance, on the newspapers, they use this term very often. Thanks to the leading global role in developing and operating international test beds for distributed production in Europe, RICAIP partners swiftly became innovation leaders in industrial AI technologies, which are in high demand today in the manufacturing sector. I was very impressed when I learned in 2025, last year, about the Mařík Institute of Informatics, Artificial Intelligence, Robotics, and Cybernetics at NIMS University in India. Named after my friend Vladimír Mařík, the institute is helping Indian colleagues, much as RICAIP did it in the early stage, to rapidly establish India also as a global leader in industrial AI through knowledge transfer from Prague. Thus, the wave of innovation in industrial AI that began in Germany continues with a significant investment of resources, extending as a transitive chain, as we say in mathematics, via the Czech Republic to India, a development that is very welcome in the current geopolitical situation. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for those words. And again, I think we're witnessing a piece of history here, so thank you. Allow me to introduce our next colleague, and it's Professor Radimír Vrba, the Director of CEITEC from Brno. Thank you for making all this way and making it through traffic to join us. Thank you.
Okay, good morning, everyone. allow me to welcome you here at the final conference of RICAIP Project. And nearly everything was explained by Professor Mařík. So my role is very more simplified. So I would like only to introduce maybe CEITEC. What is it or who is it? CEITEC is the abbreviation for the Central European Institute of Technology, and we are 2 years older than CIIRC only, so they are younger. And you will bring me a beer. Okay. So it was established as a consortial project which was financed by European Union in the total sum of money about 200 million euro. And it was distributed among 6 universities and research institutes in South Moravian region. And at the time being, we have in total about 45 research groups, which are oriented to life sciences and also material sciences. And the coordinating of advanced nano and micro technologies, advanced materials and technical cybernetics is done by my colleagues from CEITEC located at Brno University of Technology. So I must thank to Professor Mařík because I suppose my colleague Professor Pavel Václavek, they are twins, in fact, at least in AI, industrial, maybe electronics and systems. And thank you very much for being in the same team, and the same thanks to our partners in Germany and a new partner also in the Czech Republic. So thank you very much and have a nice conference.
Thank you. And you can see how RICAIP joins minds and souls if even Prague and Brno can collaborate together. No, I'm joking. Thank you so much. Thank you also to Professor Václavek for bringing the newspapers. And regarding the beer, we actually have a robotic arm that can pour one for you. So we'll do that later. Yes. Awesome. The next person to join me up here on stage is Christoph Speicher, the group leader from ZeMA. Please come and tell us a few words. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much. Dear guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you to the RICAIP Days 2026 and the concluding conference for this project. Dear Professor Mařík, dear Tillmann, dear team, thank you very much for the invitation. While this project goes way back to the days of Industry 4.0 and advanced manufacturing, I'm not sure. I would probably bet Professor Wahlster and Professor Mařík had the idea for this project way back 2016, 2017, maybe. So it goes way back. And since it has its roots in Industry 4.0 and advanced manufacturing, I guess you can clearly see in the next 2 days how this project and especially the testing infrastructure has advanced with the technology advancement in manufacturing technologies. I guess we can say that technology in general, several technologies, and as a result, technologies for the manufacturing sector are advancing faster and faster. 15 years back, we had Industry 4.0. We had the vertical and horizontal integration of production processes, business processes, and the digitalization of them. And now, several years back, we have the adoption of artificial intelligence, not only in society, in the consumer market, but also in the manufacturing sector. And I guess we see also that we have an accelerated availability of artificial intelligence models today, which lead us to the next evolutionary step here, which is the physical AI and the convergence of artificial intelligence and robotic machinery, especially if we stay in this manufacturing sector here. So I guess it is very, very important to have these testing infrastructures, such as the one which was built here in Prague and in Brno, to support companies with these new technologies. We have, at this point, several initiatives. We have European initiatives such as Teaming, European Digital Innovation Hub. We have AI factories. We have also initiatives led by member states, by local governments, to build these testing infrastructures and to transfer knowledge and application-oriented solutions to various sectors. And in this specific case here, it's for the manufacturing sector. And companies should use the opportunity to go to these testing infrastructures, inform themselves about technology trends, get an understanding what probably right now is a bit more hype, perhaps even marketing hype, and what can be integrated today into manufacturing areas to achieve productivity gains, to cut costs, to cut energy consumption, to improve quality of products and processes, and for example, to administrate knowledge which is needed for manufacturing processes. Furthermore, companies can use these testing infrastructures to test these new technologies based on their processes, use cases, and their challenges. And they should also go further and use these testing infrastructures to conduct feasibility studies and to prototype with new technologies. And in this sense, I hope you have 2 interesting days here, that you, during the speeches, get an impression what the next technology trends are, especially physical AI, which is the topic in the afternoon, that you create new ideas and maybe even find collaboration opportunities to strengthen your businesses. So have 2 nice days, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Christoph. Let me have that. Thank you. I love that final rally to arms because, ladies and gentlemen, you're not here for a conference to see each other, sit, your bum hurts a little bit, have coffee and go home. No, we want you to get engaged. We want you to think of new ideas. We want you to take these home, bring it to your students and have activity going around this. And also, when are you going to have a roster of people like this that you'll be able to talk to personally? So please use the opportunity. And there is a very lively person who kind of embodies all of this proactivity, this call to action in regards to also the Czech state and the Czech AI strategy, which is going to be, I think, crucial to the success of everything that we're talking about. And it's a man I've had the pleasure of knowing for many years, ex-director of Prague AI, now the government envoy for artificial intelligence from the Ministry of Industry and Trade, Lukáš Kačena. To close off this block, please welcome and a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah, for such a great introduction, and good morning. And it's a great honor for me to be here. Thank you to Professor Mařík and to the organizers for actually inviting me, and for me to have the opportunity to actually acknowledge or express how important this project is, and actually has been, and that it perfectly fits into our national AI strategy. The project started in 2019. That's quite a long time ago, and let's think about how the world looked like back then. It was before the war in Ukraine. It was before the war in Iran. It was even before COVID. But one thing actually remains, and that's the fact that Czechia is one of the most industrialized countries in Europe. And we need our industry to be actually backed by the top-notch or actually state-of-the-art technology, which is unfortunately not always the case even these days. So Industry 4.0 was trendy back then in 2019, and AI is very trendy these days. Many say that AI is a lost case for Europe, but I think that here I don't have to explain that it's actually quite the opposite. And I'm saying this because it's actually my role to tell this to the general public. to the government, to the politicians, and also to media. We don't have to fight the battle to actually build another LLM that will be serving half the planet. We need to strive for AI that serves our industry. And that's exactly where RICAIP comes in. It connects our industrial strength to the frontier of robotics and AI. And it's great to see that 4 institutions across 2 countries, and it's heard the testbeds in Prague, Brno, and Saarbrücken. I actually spent a lovely summer in 1992 in Saarbrücken. It's a long time ago. That are linked into a single network, and they let any company, large or small, see what AI-driven production really looks like and bring it home. So this is Industry 4.0 for real, the bridge between our industrial past and our industrial future, built together with our closest neighbors. So thank you to the partners, the researchers, and our German colleagues. With RICAIP, we have a way to carry that tradition into the age of AI. I wish us all inspiring conference and good luck with the future.
Thank you, Lukáš. Thank you. And don't be shy. Reach out to this man gently if you do want to discuss anything on that front.